Few people have seen a shark breach, but in South Africa, where it is generally known as the blue pointer, its breaching, or leaping high out of the water, is well known enough for local fishermen to call it the grasshopper shark. However, it's quite rare to see a breaching, and even rarer to capture it on film. Ralph Kiefer has done just that, and spent hours of waiting in a cramped boat off Seal Island in False Bay, South Africa. Ralph, why Seal Island?
Well, Seal Island is home to 64,000 South African fur seals, the great white's favourite wintertime prey. The depth of the water around the island gives the shark enough space for a vertical rush upwards at the seals on the surface. Elsewhere, where the water is shallow, great white typically catch seals in a horizontal rush. The key to a successful shark attack is the element of surprise. If the chosen prey becomes aware of the shark's presence and turns to face it, the shark will not usually attempt the attack. Seals have very sharp teeth, and sharks are very protective of their eyes. So the whites may use breaching techniques as a method of surprising the seal. I waited for some hours using a dummy seal as bait to try and trick a shark into attacking it. I was about to give up when a magnificent female great white suddenly burst out of the water at a 45-degree angle, uncovering her body's full length in less than a second before flipping over. This happens because their weight is concentrated around their heads and plunging back into the sea. I could even see the 5 rows of razor-sharp teeth. Well, the dummy seal was destroyed, but I got the pictures. Sharks are strange creatures, you know. They evolved 200 million years before the dinosaurs, and their highly sophisticated template has remained virtually unchanged for the past 70 million years. They are all very vulnerable to exploitation, though, and a few species are critically endangered in some parts of the world. Some have declined by 90% over the last few years, as they've become the most valuable product in the ocean. One fin from a shark can earn £15,000. And finning is big business, especially in the Far Eastern markets, where shark fin soup is an expensive delicacy reserved for special occasions. Shark meat has little commercial value, though, so once the fin has been taken, the shark is thrown overboard rather than kept for food. You see, sharks have never evolved a defense against that sort of systematic slaughter. It takes many species, 15 to 20 years, to reach reproductive maturity. Even then, a female shark will not produce great shoals of offspring. They breed only every 2 years, and each female gives birth to just 4 to 6 pups at a time, nowhere near enough for the population to recover from the butchery it faces. If we are going to save these extraordinary creatures, a massive change in attitude towards them is needed. They are not brutal monsters to be feared, but vulnerable fish that have swum the world's oceans for millions of years and are now in desperate need of protection.